Welcome to another episode of Strangers Try and Do Xana's Makeup.
Ooh, do you know what's fun? Have you seen that thing that's like, if you ask each other these questions and then stare at each other for 4 minutes, you will fall in love? I had a group of people stay around here once and we all like went around and like answered all the questions and it was really fun.
I'm gonna Google that real quick. I wish I had someone with whom I could share
Myself. Even with people I'm close with, most of my communication with them is online and I take a lot of time to like pre-plan what I'm gonna say. I wish there were more people in my life that I felt comfortable to just hang out with.
I wish I had people in my life with whom I could share my pain and my joy. And basically it's the same thing, just feeling understood, you know? Having people who will be excited for you, enjoy, and having people who will step into pain with you instead of being like, I'll be alright.
If you were going to become a close friend with your partner, that's me, what would be important for him or her to know?
I'm really sensitive.
Okay.
How about you?
I need more reassurance than you might think. If you're off with me slightly, I need you to reassure me that that was you and not me. Otherwise, I will be convinced that you hate me and I will not speak to you again.
I feel like, look at me while I do this.
Okay.
I have already experienced that with you. I invited Xana to my show in London and then forgot to follow up with her, and instead of texting me and being like, hey, am I still good to come to your show? Just didn't.
Tell your partner what you like about them. You're thinking too hard.
I mean, we don't know each other very well,
No.
but I really like in your videos how relaxed and natural you are. And I like that you have an interest in self-exploration and figuring out why you feel how you feel.
I really like how in touch with your own feelings and with other people's feelings that you are. Tessa was meant to come to my house on Friday and, and she was like 18 hours late because she was filming with Tony. It's okay. It's fine. When she was texting me, she was like, I know I would feel frustrated if somebody was doing this to me, and I love you and I'm excited to see you. Like, it was very like, this is gonna make it sound like I'm saying you're calculated. You're like ticking boxes of like, okay, I need them to know this and I need them to know this.
Yeah.
You understand other people's emotions enough to know what to say.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm always afraid people are going to think that I'm calculating, but I am. That's true. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
how would I feel and what would I want to have acknowledged? Okay, I need just a moment of stillness and no talking. Eyebrows are very hard. I always do my mom's eyebrows too, and she was always at first like, ah, they're so intense. I'm like, just give it a few hours. Keeping this in mind, let's just say that right now, like, we're at a good level. I'm gonna push it a little further, but just remember we were good.
What do you value most in a friendship?
Vulnerability and honesty. My friend told me recently that I'm a friend who will share my feelings about things but kind of withhold the actual story or details. And I'm like, what? That's not true. And she's like, it is though. And I start asking my other friends, like, do you think of me as someone who kind of withholds? And everyone's like, yeah. Weird truth about myself I wasn't prepared to know.
That is a weird truth about you. I would have thought that you were someone who is very open.
See, me too.
I'm trying to find a good question because some of them are really personal. One of them is, what is your most terrible memory?
No. Can you see in this mirror? Stop cheating.
I can't.
Okay. Stay there. Don't look in any mirrors.
Your battery's dying.
Nude nude! My camera's battery died, and then I changed my mind about the black eyeliner.
If you could live to the age of 90, but at 30 you got the choice to have either the mind or the body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, which one would you choose?
Here's a question. If you choose, like, mind of a 30-year-old, do you have, like, an especially decrepit body?
I don't think the question specifies.
But in our hypothetical, I don't feel like I can answer without knowing the specific, like, what-ifs of the question. Sammy was talking to the other day. He's like, what if Rusty just punched me out of the blue? And I was like, well, what's the context? Like, why would he be punching you? And then he turns to Dodie and he's like, Tessa doesn't understand when I'm just like throwing out hypotheticals. She just wants to explore it. Have you ever asked a friend, like a friend that you trust, how do you perceive me?
No.
I just want to preface that when you look at the end, my blending is not great, but that's a me problem. I'm not very good at blending. You need some lip, so you need to put your lip on and your mascara. I guess there's no reveal. Should we bring this closer so they can experience it a little more close up?
I think so.
I'm gonna be honest, not my best.
I do look like I'm dressing up as a dead person very slightly, don't you think?
Yeah. Dang it. I think you should experiment more with eyeshadow. Well, we did it. Well done, us. It's a look. Yeah, I did a terrible job with that eyeshadow.
It's a different skill to put makeup on another person.
It really is.
I remember once when I first started wearing mascara, I didn't do my eyebrows, but I did wear mascara. And someone sent me a message on Tumblr saying, can you please go back to not having any mascara? Your face looked much less awful before.
That's so mean.
It was really mean. To be fair, looking back, I did look ridiculous.
We did it. Sort of. Alright. Well, farewell.